Hello, Sam here, editor of Oracle Time, and today I'm here with the latest in Christopher Ward's campaign to show up other watchmakers, the C60 Concept. I hate to say they've done it again, but this is Christopher Ward. Of course they have. However, where before they've shaved a few hundred or even 1,000 off classic designs, this time they're taking on the big leagues in finishing with the C60 Concept. Skeleton watches are becoming pretty common these days among the more established watchmakers. I can personally take them or leave them, but it's hard to deny the watchmaking chops it takes to build one, and build one well. But Christopher Ward has gone further than just skeletonizing a stock movement and calling it a day. This is a celebration of their own in-house caliber, and it's serious. At the core of the C60 concept is the SH21, a movement designed and assembled by Christopher Ward. For a company that made their name flipping third-party movements, that's a big deal. What's even bigger though is the power reserve, a whopping 120 hours or 5 days, whichever way you care to look at it. That power comes from 2 barrels instead of the usual one, something that you just don't see at this price range. The SH21 isn't a new movement, it was originally launched back in 2014, but it takes a few service cycles before you can really call any caliber a success, something which this particular number has now done. Now, it's probably the most important thing Christopher Ward has ever done. It's interesting to note that mere weeks ago, Bremont launched their first in-house British-made movement. Christopher Ward CEO Mike France has his doubts about both of those traits, which you'll be able to hear firsthand in our interview with the man coming later in the month. When it's released, link in the description below. In essence, the C60 concept is designed to show off the SH21 to its best, so it's been skeletonized, leveraging some serious finishing talent to do so. Both avant-garde watchmaker Armin Strom and superlative finishing studio Chronode, they behind many a Grobel, Forsey and MB&F, were involved in the process, and it shows. Practically every visible edge has been beveled and polished, creating a beautiful three-dimensional depth to the movement that catches the light in all the right ways. Despite the skeletonization, the concept is still a diver. Sure, it might be a good deal less readable than your average underwater timekeeper, but it still has a solid 300 meters water resistance, and a hard-wearing ceramic bezel in a handsome blue. There's plenty of lume, of course, including a bright ring around the dial, though perhaps the coolest touch is the orange globalite triangle at 12 o'clock, which is a mix of luminescent material and ceramic amongst other things. All of that is housed in a 42mm lightweight titanium case in a mix of polished and brushed surfaces. It pairs nicely with the blue and orange going on with the handset, bezel and hybrid strap, even if it's nothing particularly new to the collection. It's pretty standard Trident fare, handsome and safe. Like all Christopher Wards, however, what the C60 concept comes down to is price. It's the main reason anyone opts for a Christopher Ward over a prestige brand, and here that magic number is £3,495. That's just under $3,500 for an in-house movement as good as any of the big maisons, hand finishing from some serious industry heavyweights, and professional level diving specs. It sounds like a glot for a Christopher Ward watch, and it is, but it's not without precedent, and the last Christopher Ward like this sold out in no time. The downside is that while it might not be a one-off like most concepts, it's still a strict limited edition, incredibly strict by Christopher Ward standards, of 210 pieces. It's hard to find this much watch for this kind of price anywhere else, so I don't imagine them sticking around all that long. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know if there are any watches out there that offer more for your money than the C60 concept.